chain. Oh, break every chain. Break every chain. Break every chain. There is power in the name of Jesus. There is power in the name of Jesus. There is power in the name of Jesus. Oh, break every chain, break every chain, break every chain. Oh, break every chain, break every chain, break every chain. There's an army rising up.
Come up in here.
There's an army rising up. There's an army rising up. To break every chain, break every chain, break every chain. Oh, break every chain, break every chain, break every chain. There's an rising up. There's an rising up. There's an rising up.
That's what you say.
Break every chain, break every chain, break every chain. Break every chain, break every chain, break every chain. I hear those chains falling. Yes, I do, Jesus. I hear those chains falling. You're in a situation, God. I hear those chains falling. Homosexuality, yes, I do.
You can
I
stop.
hear those chains falling. Drug addiction and alcoholic, yeah. I hear those chains falling. Liars, backbiters, cheaters, punch.
Stop. Yeah. I don't know what happened with them.
Yeah, I think don't you got a time song on that phone? Delete.
Nah, yeah, you can delete it. That's fine.
You use your phone? The mini phone?
I still use a house phone.
to Eastern Conference. Please input your access code followed by the pound key. This conference call is being recorded. To acknowledge this and agree to be recorded, please press 1. Otherwise, just hang up.
1 and 1.
At the tone, please record your name by announcement to the call organizer and then press
Psalms
1
1
to enter your conference.
Bishop Garrett.
You will now enter the conference.
In this two of the top, and together, the Bishop John Wood.
Amen. We thank God tonight. I don't know what happened a moment ago, but somehow I got disconnected from you guys. So we bless God tonight. Thank God for this privilege and this honor to be with you guys. I definitely deem it an honor and a privilege to be back with Worldwide again, to be able to share a word tonight. Thank God for your theme. Thank God for your theme scriptures. We give honor to Elder Leon Ruffin, Senior, one of the senior pastors. We give honor also to Senior Pastor Shirley Marshall, to Sister Gwendolyn Stovall, the founder of the Worldwide Internet. Thank God for the 10 years journey that they had, the growth that has taken place, to all of our men and women of God, to every bishop, to every evangelist, to every missionary, to every outreach minister, to every deacon, to all of you tonight, to every apostle, to every person in their prospective places. We thank God for this privilege tonight as we use a part of your theme scripture from Psalms 1 and 1 is where we will argue some points tonight. And as we look at your subject matter dealing with homosexuality, we will definitely touch on some of those things. But the most important thing tonight that we're going to look at is the biggest part of your theme: love, not hate. If you say you love me, if you consider yourself to love me, then why do you handle me the way you do? You see me every day. You see me often here and there, whether I'm your neighbor, whether I'm your brother, whether I'm your sister, whether I am your mother or your father, but yet you say with your lips that you love me, but yet in your heart you're far from me. So tonight, let's look at Psalm number 1, beginning at verse number 1, and we'll deal with that, and we'll argue some points, because this first psalm set the stage for all 150 of the poems that were written, or the psalms that were penned down, or the psaltery, or words that were written to be accompanied by music. So Psalm number 1, beginning at verse 1, it says, "Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sit in the seat of the scornful." May the Lord add a blessing to the readers, the hearers, and the doers of his word. And something tonight, I want to deal with the word blessed. When we look at the word blessed, it simply means happy. It means to be excited. It means to be exuberant. It is the man that finds himself walking in a godly fashion. When David began to pin down this first particular psalm, he set the stage for what will carry itself throughout the book. The book of Psalms was set as the hymnal, or it was the national hymnal for the children of Israel. In this book of Psalms, you'll find praise, prayer, worship, penitence, and you'll find David escalating from saying a prayer to giving God praise. It was all about honoring God in his word, in his fullness, in all of his attributes, his glory, his honor, his majesty. You'll find that throughout the Psalms. So David here in Psalm number 1, he said, "Blessed is the man." They've already understood the woman that he's talking about, the godly and the ungodly. He setting the stage because as David looked over his own life, and it was characterized by rises and falls, good and bad, sin and righteousness, David found out, just like his son Solomon found out, that it was happy to that man that made sure, happy to that woman that ensured that their life was characterized by being in right standing or staying in right favor with God. Throughout the Word of God, we find ourselves, we look at the Word of God, and we find how God continues to make sure that we maintain a healthy, a wholesome, a right relationship, a good standing with God. Even if we stumble and fall, John said in his first epistle, chapter 1, he says, if we just happen to sin, if by some chance in your godly walk, in your faithfulness unto God, your flesh override the righteousness that is within you, your flesh override the will of the Spirit man to honor God, to praise God, to love God, to live God. If by chance that happened, he says, if we sin, then God is faithful if we confess it.
So David here, he said, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. The godly life is characterized by those that apply God's principles and God's word to every aspect and area of their life. Not just on Sunday morning, not just on Sunday afternoon, not just in the middle of the week when we have midweek service, not just when it is convenient and there is a conference that has come to town or an explosion that is taking place, whereby we can gain some useful information that we can add unto the arsenal that we ought to be living by. But blessed is the man that walk continually throughout the day in God's way, that he find himself in position that if he's stumbling, if he find himself in a place of weakness, if she finds themselves in a place where the hungers and the desires of the flesh prior to coming to salvation, they find themselves gravitating, moving, or find themselves around these things and surrounded by the evil of the day, then the happiness of that person, they will seek the counsel of how to either come out, take a stand, back up, take a look at it. Happy is that man or woman that stands in position that are not talking down folk, not belittling folk, not degrading them, but finding a way to elevate them. So David here in the Psalm, he said, it's blessed to know that in our personal walk, we have made sure that we kept a healthy thought process. We make sure that we kept healthy words that fall in from the lips of our mouth. He said, blessed is the man that when he makes a vow, when she makes a vow, they make a commitment. They have made it their plan to be in the will of God, that they hold fast to their word. He said, it's better to vow a vow. He said, better not to vow a vow than to vow a vow and not keep it. In other words, he said, better not to make a promise that you know you're not going to keep. And he said, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. You find yourself in position where here the subject matter is dealing with homosexuality. It's an abomination before God. And we look at this sin as being some of the greatest things that's there, because it is a slap in God's face in how God created man for woman and woman for man, and for a man to lay down with a man and a woman to lay down with a woman. He said, blessed is that, because here now the sinfulness of the flesh, the desire of the flesh is now to go after what they lust after, what makes them feel good, what their hunger and desire is. And here now you're trying to figure out how to come out, and you got a child that's caught up in this life, that surround themselves with this company, and now instead of beating them down, Jeremiah said that with loving kindness have I drawn thee. It's one thing to bring it to their attention, it's one thing to point it out, it's another thing to beat them across the head and condemn them to hell. Can I point out tonight that even Peter said that God is not slack concerning his promises, as men count slackness, but that all will come to repentance, because he will have none to perish. It is our job as the body of believers, and blessed is that man or woman of God, blessed is that missionary, blessed is that apostle, blessed is that prophet, blessed is that minister of reconciliation, because we take the word and we use it in a fashion that will draw them and not drive, that will lift them but not destroy them. We'll point out where we're wrong, because even in the Old Testament, as God gave Moses the law, under the law, it pointed out where we were wrong. It pointed out where we were no good. It pointed out where the end result of us should be dead. But bless God that he sent his son. Paul said these words in Romans chapter number 3, chapter number 5. He said, while we were yet sinners, Christ died. So David here, he said, blessed is the man. He said, listen, there's a difference between a godly walk and an ungodly walk. Those that are living godly before God, they want to make sure they maintain healthy conversation, because Paul tells us, corrupt communication, corrupt good manners. So here now, you're living unto God. You just preached a sound word. You just sung a song that tore the walls of the church down there. You sung the emotions of the folk that were there. You just gave a stirring rendition of how you exalted the body of Christ. But the moment your mouth finished talking, you started talking about other folk. Blessed is the man. Blessed is the woman. I want to be as pure and simple as I can, because when we look at this, we're talking about love and not judge. How much love do we really have in our heart? How much love do we really show forth? Because love, being an action word, also now produces that there are no conditions behind why or the reason in me loving you. Look at this psalm here, David, as he set the stage to begin to tell the difference between the godly and the ungodly. And he said they don't find themselves in the counsel of the ungodly. In other words, they don't put themselves in a position where they're around folk that's always tearing folk character down, demeaning and demoralizing folk. They find themselves in position that as they are all on their walk and their practices now line up with their position because they have been positioned for eternal life. They have been removed from eternal damnation now to eternal salvation. How is that now? What did you do to come out of your life? What did you do to come out of your home? What did you do to come out of your backbiting? How was it that you elevated yourself from being a busybody? How was it you were no longer a table bearer, or bearing the news, of getting the good gossip, and going out and spreading the lies and rumors of what you heard, to now being the person that is coupled and seasoned with words that now stop the mouths of those that are now tearing folk character down, tearing the man of God down, tearing the woman of God down, tearing somebody else up. Can I point out to you tonight that even Solomon said that a wise woman built a house, but a foolish woman tear down? A wise man keeps himself from being in strange beds. Not only in a natural bed, but some of us find ourselves in spiritual beds that are not even of God. They produce and they point out and they give us and they satisfy what we desire, because we desire to be in positions of authority, but we have not graduated nor matured enough to be able to handle the office nor the position. So David said, a wise man, a wise woman, surround themselves with people that have good intelligence, and they will cause them to grow. They will point out where their flaws are without destroying them and pointing out. They will pinpoint what it is where they're weak at and build them in those areas. They surround themselves that continue with folk that will continue to elevate them. So he said, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. If you run in the hood, when you go out to the hood and go out to the hood where you came from, it is your job now that God has brought you out of darkness into his marvelous light. Now to lead somebody there. Paul said these words, or rather Peter said, or one of the apostles, they said that we ought not to no longer touch the unclean. He said, wherefore come out from among them and be ye separated. Even this godly lifestyle, our counsel now should be among, or our conversation should be known among those that are sharpening what we already understand, teaching us how to better love one another. And in love there's forgiveness, and in forgiveness there's peace, and in peace there's hope. So David said, blessed, happy is the man that have learned how to lay aside every weight. Happy is the woman that know how to let go of the past marriage, the things that happen in the marriage. The man that is able to let go the destructive words that the Lord have said concerning what he did or did not do concerning the child that they had together. Here now, blessed is the man, the woman that know how to now let go and begin to move forward. He said, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of ungodly. In other words, Jesus said these words here somewhere around Matthew chapter 18, beginning around verse 15. He said, if you have aught against your brother, he said, go to your brother and tell him your fault. Go to your sister and tell them their fault. Between you, in other words, discuss the matter, deal with the issue, face it head on. Make sure that what your motive is so that it will build and restore and not tear down and run completely away. So blessed is the man that you handle your matters in such a way that you go to folk that not going to tell you what you want to hear, but will give you what you need to hear. They will not elevate you and make you feel that you are so right, but they'll point out, okay brother, okay sister, okay reverend, okay apostle, okay bishop, okay prophet, I hear what you say, but did you take a look at the whole scope? Did you look at it real well? Did you make sure that you look at yourself in this situation? What did you add to make it worse? Or what did you add to make it better? Were you a part of the problem, or were you a part of the solution? Did you come up with a resolve, and in the resolution did you work the solution continually out? Because progressively we have to now get to a place that we maintain a wholesome and healthy lifestyle. So blessed is that man or that woman that makes sure that the covenant that they keep is really about kingdom building. Amen. Really about lifting up the kingdom of God, establishing God's kingdom and not theirs. Blessed and happy is the man or the woman that makes sure that they maintain a happy relationship, not only in the house but out of the house. They make sure that their fellowship is among the believers. But can I help us understand that the world that we live in, not everybody believe the way we believe, not everybody live the way we live, not everybody is willing to separate themselves from juicy gossip, juicy mess, maintaining themselves with a good conscience before God and man. That's what Paul told Felix and Agrippa. He said, I'm careful in this matter. He said, I'm happy to know that I make sure that my conscience is void of anything that will be offensive to God first and also cause an offense to man. Jesus said, woe unto him that have been your offensive. Woe unto him that have caused some problem. Woe unto him. He said, it's an endanger for the person that have caused somebody to stumble. It's better for him to have a millstone tied around his or her neck and cast into the deep blue. In other words, it's better for you to just separate yourself totally. So David said, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. In the beginning stages of your Christian walk, it's easy to gravitate back to the conversation, back to the people, back to the places, back to the things that you still have hungers and desires. And this is where we have to get when we deal with the fact of homosexuality. Have we gotten to the place that after we have invited them to Christ, they have accepted Christ, and we now begin to look at the subject matter in the mere fact of what is it, what has, and what is still causing them to be drawn back into the lifestyle. Have we helped them to recognize the hunger and the desire? Can I tell us what our heterosexual selves and ourselves that are between man and woman and man, that you had some desires in your flesh. You had some inordinate affections in your flesh that had you traveling outside your relationship in your mind and conversation indeed. And when you got saved, God gave you the strength. You had to learn to discipline these hungers and desires. You had to make sure you kept them under control. You kept them in subjection. And when they tried to rise up, they would ask one of us what our saved said. If you say you ain't lying and say you ain't sin, the word of God tells us that the truth ain't in you. And that your father now becomes the devil. So David said, blessed is the man. He said, let me point out that in a godly lifestyle, you begin to gradually move some things out. That's why Paul told the Hebrew people, he said, wherefore, seeing we'll compass the Bible with such a great cloud of witness, let us lay aside every weight. When we begin to lay aside the weight, those are the attachments from the thing that we enjoy, the sin that we maintain, the enjoyment of the sin that we got into, he said, and the sin that do easily beset us, that cause us to stumble, that cause us to be set aside from our salvation walk. So blessed is the man that has learned, blessed is the woman that understand how to control themselves. They know how to maintain an orderly fashion in their thoughts. They have healthy thoughts. They maintain their thoughts by now renewing their thoughts daily with the Word of God. Not just for the sake of argument, not just for the sake of sound words, but for the mere purpose of growing from one level to the next. You can't say I'm going from glory to glory and faith to faith, and you're still living on 5 years ago faith. You're still living on last Sunday word. You're still living on yesterday's prayer. Somewhere in there, that should show that there has been an ounce or an inkling of growth that have taken place. So David said, blessed is the man walking not in the counsel of the ungodly. And you'll see God is blessed because they ain't going to block the way of those that are sinning. They're going to make sure that if they are still participating in sinful acts, they're going to make sure that they're careful. That's why Paul said to me to fear my brother, I want to meet. Now this doesn't give us the excuse. This don't give us the right. This don't give us the green light. This don't put us in a place that give us the right to do wrong, because he said, what shall we say to these things? Shall sin continue that grace may abound? What it does simply say is that you're going to do everything you can in your faith walk with God through Jesus Christ by the indwelling of the Holy Spirit, and if the word of God will hear in your heart that you might not sin against him, when the Spirit of God begins to cause the word to rise in your life, will you submit to the word or will you submit to the world? So blessed is the man. We find ourselves, because in our governmental system it has now been mandated that the immoral act that God said as immoral has now been put in position as being morally sound. Giving the right to a man to marry a man and a woman to marry a woman, and they stand in the holy place of God. Don't make no difference if you are living a heterosexual lifestyle and you're a man and you have a wife and you're a woman and you have a husband and still have a life that's still characterized life that's still filled with, that every once in a while you still divulge into things that are sinful, it still sets you apart from God. But blessed is the man that when these desires come up, they have a godly counsel. They got a set of brothers that they can go to. Now only will these brothers begin to minister unto their mind, minister unto their soul, minister unto their spirit, but they will put them in a position, in a place that after prayer is over, they will give them some skill sets of how to maintain their flesh. And that's what got to happen when we deal with the subject matter of homosexuality. Because even in Leviticus chapter number 17, chapter 18, beginning at chapter 15, when God began to have Moses to deal with these sins that are ever prevalent within us, of how we can maintain a holy walk with God. Blessed is the man sitting in the council of folk that will now show you how to speak righteous. Not just call it, not just decree it, not just declare it, but you're living it. You're putting it into play. You're making an application of what the word has to say. You're residually continually living by that same word. When anger rises up, you learn how to maintain your anger. That's why Paul said to the church at Ephesus, he said, be ye angry, but sin not. He never said anger wasn't going to come, but emotional anger has to now be coupled and controlled by the will and the word of God, while the Spirit of God begins to settle the mind as you begin to consciously look at the situation that caused you to arouse in an angry fashion. You have to make sure, because while you're angry, that means you still have control. While you're getting angry, that means you're still thinking clearly. While you're angry, that means you can maintain a level of holiness and righteousness before God. That means you can bring the thought in subjection before the words and actions cause a sin. So that's what wise counsel will do. And it will point you in a position that you will not have your fellowship always among the world and eating at the table of ungodly folk. But while you're eating there, you're inviting them to Christ. That means on your job. Everybody in the church ain't saved. Everybody that's over the line don't have a solid relationship with God, but they're trying to draw themselves nearer every day. That's why the writer said that we ought to draw nigh to God, and he'll draw nigh unto us. Cleanse our hands, ye sinners. So that's what David is saying when he said, blessed, happy is that man that puts himself, that puts herself in the right seat. You know your position. You hold your position. You steady with your march, steady with your flow. You're embarking nobody by your ungodly actions while you're inside the house of God. See, some of us just want to be a part of a fellowship where I'm not seen, because as long as you cannot see me, I can still indulge, I can endeavor to be a part of ungodly and worldly participation. The old folks said, show me your company, I'll tell you who you are. Birds of a feather flock together. Well said, your brain said association, bring on the simulation, hang around liars, and you started telling the truth, and you're going to become a liar again. Hang around some alcoholics, and you had a desire, you were the one that tasted of various kinds of fruit of the vine, and you'll find yourself back down an alcoholic road. Here's the sad part, is those that alcoholic recognize the mere fact that you've come out of this sin, and they'll put you back down the road, because they know you come back in, it's hard to get back out. So David, he said, blessed is the man that walketh in the counsel, that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners. What is causing those that are around you that you minister to still reject coming to Christ? What are you doing, and how it is that you are doing it, what it is that you are saying, and what manner have you said that have blocked the way for them to now receive Christ? I have family members that feel that it's all right to join in God's house on Sunday morning, listen to the word of God, preach the word of God, but still live the life that is now not befitting to God. They have married the same sex as themselves. While they stand in God's house and portray the blessings of God. Can I tell you that they don't mean that they're not getting blessed, but the more God tries to draw them in, he'll give them over to the vile affections of their flesh. Yes, God loves all of us. But even with those of us that are not living that style of life, or we don't have that alternative lifestyle, or we are not living in this particular position, and those that are still living undercover while they have a wife, and those that have a husband, they're living undercover in front of folk. What is your presentation? Because the counsel of the godly will now help you to recognize that when the Spirit of God convict you to deliver you, allow deliverance to come. And once deliverance has been read, can I help us understand tonight? You got to maintain your deliverance by maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Because once you're delivered, you still got to maintain your deliverance. Once you've been healed, you got to maintain your healing. That's just the same as going to the doctor and they're giving you the treatment for the ailment that you have. As long as you maintain the medicine, as the script says, it will cause you to come under control and it will heal you of the present sickness. And the only thing that will heal us of the present sickness of the flesh of sin is the word of God, the Spirit of God. We can call all day long, exceedingly abundantly above all that we can ask of thing, whereby the power that worketh in us. I need to help us understand, now unto him that is able. But are we willing to let him be the able part? Or are we have become enablers to keep people in the sins that they're in? Keep them outside of the four walls of God, because we don't stay in the four walls, but we don't go outside to serve. The last part of the text in the first scripture, David said, nor sit in the seat of the scornful. Can I help us with our saved selves? We make a mockery out of God every day, every week, every Sunday. The moment we got up and praise God, worship God, dance before God, sing before God, pray before God, talk before God, preach before God. Soon as we finish doing the work that God had called us to do, some of us are still sitting belittling those in the house of God. We look at what folk wear, look at the hairstyle that they have, look at the clothes that they wear, watch the company that they keep, even mock them at the manner in which they don't have good ground. They don't know how to really formulate words into a sentence. They still talk worldly, and they don't sound godly like us. We go to school, we had the education, we went to seminary and Bible college, and we gained all of the nice knowledge that we need to have, and now we look down on folks. But that was a time that you wasn't able to speak as well as you are. Are you really the oracle of God, or are you perpetrating the oracle of God? That's why God chose men that were illiterate to the world, but they were not illiterate to God. They were ignorant to men, but they were wise unto God. They don't sit in the seat of the scornful. See, ungodly the world, they look for things to put against folk, to hold against folk. They hold folk in their wrong. They hold folk in their past. And we quickly say that the Lord will forgive us of all sins except blasphemy against the Holy Spirit and self-murder. We quick to say these things, but when a murderer has been let out of jail, how much love you got for the murderer? Oh, have I got a witness tonight? I'm getting ready to leave you alone, because see, we quick to say that here and now you have a molester that has been given a reprieve, and they have found the Lord, and they have accepted Christ, and they building themselves. Yeah, I understand. We gotta watch who we're around and watch who they're around. But at the same time, are you helping them maintain a healthy, wholesome, mental, spiritual, intellectual, conscious, and subconscious lifestyle? Or have you rejected them as long as they stay on their side of the fence, stay on their side of the church? The backbiter, the busybody, the alcoholic, the prostitute, male or female, the drug addict, or whatever drug choice they chose, the cheater, whether they were cheating on their wife, cheating on their husband, they cheated in some areas, and now God taught them to be right. But have you mocked them because of where they came from? That's why Paul said in closing, as I extend the invitation, he said these words here in his second letter recorded, third letter written, chapter number 5. He said, therefore, if any man be in Christ. Every last one of us was any man or any woman. Amen. Every last one of us had an ungodly lifestyle. You weren't born saved. David said, I was shapen in iniquity, and in sin did my mother conceive me. My flesh is prone to sin. My mind is prone to sin. But that means I have to know, because he gave me the prerequisite why and how to maintain from allowing it to have control. The flesh want to do his thing. The Spirit want to do his thing. The Paul said they're contrary one to the other. So blessed is the man that knows how. Blessed is the woman that understands how. Blessed is that man and woman that know how to maintain it. So if any man tonight be in Christ, he's a new creature. The moment you acknowledge him, the moment you profess him, the moment you confess it, the moment you believe it in your heart, at that moment the blood of Jesus began to wash you out. The Spirit of God began to fill you and began to sustain you. But now it's up to you to join somewhere where they can feed you with knowledge and understanding and begin to help you to build so that all things now can pass away. Your old practices, where it's hard for you to believe, where it was almost impossible for you to pray a prayer and believe the moment you pray that God will bring it to pass. But now you have been taught how to believe without doubting. James said, don't let a man doubt in his heart think he received anything of God. You got to ask in faith, not wavering, not to wave out on the sea. Even some of us tonight, when we find ourselves in financial difficulty, find ourselves getting ready to be put out of our home, find ourselves getting ready to lose our job because of the cutbacks, find ourselves with ailments in our flesh, is our faith is as strong as we say? Do we really believe the word that we speak all the time? Do we really believe in the God that we say? And I'm not challenging anybody's salvation. That's why he said, therefore, any man be in Christ. Here's the invitation. Jesus said, come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I'll give you rest. Not just the sinner, but the sinner saved by grace. You got some laden sins. You got some heaviness on you. You got some labor that you've been going through. You got some hardship that you've been pressing through. You got some issues that's still there. You got some things that are underlying that only you and God know. You have been sharing it with your wife, sharing it with your husband, sharing it with your pastor, sharing it with your leader. You've been trying to figure out how to deal. So he said, come. No matter what your position is, no matter where you're at tonight, no matter what you're going through, happy is that man that knows how to be content in whatever state he's in. But in that contentment, they're steady trying to press forward, steady reaching higher, steady moving on in spite of what's going on. So we offer you Christ tonight. The reason why he came through 42 generations to help us understand you can kill all the sacrifices, all the blood that you want, but if you don't maintain the lifestyle that is needed and recognize that there was only one lamb that was left, that blood was worthy enough to make us whole, to save us, to heal us, to deliver us, to set us free. The door of freedom is set before us tonight. He said, I set before thee an open door that no man can close. Blessed is the man that recognizes the counsel of people, or the company they keep, the table that they sit down and break bread at, the people that they're breaking bread with in conversation, the people that they hang around with every day. You stay separate, you're sanctified, not just in your mind, but also in your flesh. Reason why we got to maintain healthy fellowships with folk that we're with, because it's easy for the flesh to be enticed, to be drawn, to be pulled, to now have desire raised back up because that was a familiar spirit still hanging around. When you hang around things and folk that are like that, it's easy to be drawn back in the world of sin. So we offer Jesus to you tonight. Is there anybody tonight that's ready to recognize the difference between a godly life and an ungodly? What it is to maintain a wholesome lifestyle? Put themselves in a position that you stole, but you've found something to put your hands to do. You recognize that you've heard of God, you've tasted of God, and now because you did, you put off the former conversation. You recognize that your old way of thinking, your old way of living, the old company that you kept is not causing you to go up, but it's keeping you where you are and pulling you further down. You put off the former conversation. You change your practices. Jesus said, I'm here tonight. He said, take my yoke upon you and learn of me. You want to know what it is I want you to do? You want to know how it is to find godly counsel? You want to know where it is to find folk that's walking worthy of the vocation where they call? Then put yourself in position and I will open your eyes of discernment, your mind of discernment, and I will lead you to these folk. You want to keep yourself out of the position that causes sinners not to come out of what they're in, whatever sin it is, then it will show you how to live wholesome. Show you how to get up in front of them. You that so spiritual, when you see your brothers and sisters stumble, it is your job. Not just the man or the woman of God's job, but it's your job, because we say we're so spiritual that how many folk have we restored? He said, love. He said, by this shall all men know that you my disciples, if you have love ye one for another. No condition behind why you love them. You don't love them just because they're a part of the worldwide, part of Shepherd, part of the place of worship, part of Beulah, part of whatever ministry that you fellowship with, and whomever your pastor is, because we're many members but one body. We offer Jesus to you tonight. He's the only way out in a messed up world. Even in this political race where we're getting ready to elect the president, a new president of the United States, if our godly living and our godly counsel was there, and our leaders that are politicking for to get the office of being the leader of this country would really seek after God, and if the body of Christ would really stand for, then God would direct us to who should be our leader. So we offer Jesus to you tonight. If you got those family members, those friends, those neighbors, those folk that you find yourself passing by in the store, that you recognize a homosexual spirit upon, or living a homosexual lifestyle, or have now come out of it and they are that is in a man, what are you doing to help them to recognize when the desire come up? What it is that you helping them to recognize the hunger and the taste when they're trying to overtake you? Have you drawn them in? Have you pulled them close to you? Have you given them the meat that is needed to help them to sustain themselves? So tonight, bless it. Are you really happy tonight? And if you are tonight, have you drawn them unto God through loving kindness? Have you shared with them in spite of where they are? Have you recognized that every time you meet them, you don't have to beat them, you don't have to push them down because of what they're doing, but if you show them the love of God as Jesus did, that's why they mocked them at Antioch. Because their ways, their character, the way that they talk, show forth that they were followers of Christ. Not just because they went in the liquid grave through baptism, not just because they professed Christ, not just because they said they were followers of Jesus, but every aspect of their life showed forth that they were living unto God and that draw many folk unto Him. So we offer to you tonight. We offer Jesus to you tonight. God bless you. God keep you. We'll turn it back in the hands of Elder Leon Ruffin and Sister Gwendolyn Stovall tonight. We pray tonight that something have been said, something have been done in the midst of what have been said, and it will help you tonight. Blessed. What counsel are you walking with? Who are you blocking from coming to God? And are you the mocker while you still call yourself raising your hands to God? Are you the scoffer? Are you the one that's scorning folk? So what counsel have you walked with? What counsel are you walking with? Have you blocked the way of those that are both inside the body, trying to come closer to God, and those that are outside the body? Have you been the thing to block them to get salvation, come to salvation, desire salvation, want salvation? Or are you the one that calls them to say, I might as well stay on the outside, because the same thing they're doing outside is the same thing they're doing in the house of God? Are you the one that's making a mockery of them because of where they came from, what they did? Or are you the one that are now showing them how to get up because you was mocked at one time as well? So God bless you. God keep you. And turn it back in the hands of Elder Leon Ruffin Sr. and Sister Gwendolyn Stovall. God bless you tonight. Bless it.
Scriptures are Psalms 1 through 5, Romans 3,